Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this month's show-off show. I can't believe I just called it that. Today we'll be today we'll be showcasing everything that we made this month of June.
That's right, folks. Welcome back to the Sunday show-off show. We're going to start with the very first craft we did this month, that being the little bitty walker that we just modified from a Final Faction turret walker. Let's turn that light on. Just roll that beautiful beam footage. No. The light will come on if you did it right.
There you go.
As you can see, all I did was basically add a seat to it.
And repainting it.
Right. I really like the paint job, the sort of metallic camouflage.
Yeah, I like it.
Just, you know.
I also really like the chair that you added.
Yeah, you know.
I liked the use of old pieces. For some reason, I feel like we did a lot of that this month.
Yeah, we did. We did. Because they've been stocking up the little safety caps for, you know, disposable razors.
We used a lot of those.
We
always use them.
But they're just such a cool little piece.
But to me, they're like bottle caps. You know how look at this. This is a bottle. This is a bottle cap. See this? This is a bottle cap. Oh, no. This is a bottle cap.
At least it's not those metal kind that you have to use a bottle opener.
You're right.
Yeah, those you cannot.
This is a bottle cap. If you see this, what do you think? It's a bottle cap. The metal ones too, those are really recognizable. Because these are so obvious to use. They look like something that would just be on something like this. It's obvious. But then you use them again and again and again and again. And everybody knows where you got them from because everybody is doing the exact same thing.
Right.
So everybody is using the same thing for the same purpose constantly. They're easy to find, they're easy to use, and you can put them on. You can put them on a lot of things.
Yeah.
So everybody does it because everybody has bottle caps, even if they vary from brand to brand.
Right.
Everybody has them, and they look pretty much the same, and they can be used for the exact same purpose. So everybody uses them. Doesn't matter if you get frickin' drinking water from some random company that no one's ever heard of, or Glacier, or Polish Springs, or Dasani if you're really weird, or Aquafina. Those don't buy those brands. Just don't. PSA, Aquafina and Dasani, don't buy them. That's for a different reason.
So let's move on.
Actually, Dasani and Aquafina, they actually put a blend of special minerals, which just means salt, in the water. So you drink it, and you're like, I'm a lot thirstier. So you keep drinking the water, because the water is making you more thirsty because of the salt that they put in it. So you keep drinking the water, and then you buy more water.
Can I have my water back?
Yes, you can.
Can I have my cap back?
Yes, you can.
Can we go on to the next craft?
Yes, we can. This one?
Yes.
Let me just fix it real quick.
Yeah, the clear coat's going to make it a little stronger.
That's
but this was the little guy's creation from more Final Faction parts. Just made a weird scorpion, spider, alien creature that turned out really kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
The light's actually really lighting up that blue. You see that? It looks pretty cool.
If we had our, I used purple neon washer there, which is notorious for not working. But if it did work, and if it does work, then that'd be cool.
But this one really turned out pretty good. You can get a lot of uses out of it. You know, like you guys know, I'm going to possibly run a Traveler or a Gamble World game this summer, and you can guarantee that this will be one of those creatures that you quite possibly bump into. Haven't decided which game I'm going to run, but this is perfect for that. You can easily use it in a Dungeons & Dragons game, Pathfinder, Star Frontiers, Call of Cthulhu even. And, you know, as you saw, we just made it with about $2 or $3 worth of Final Faction parts.
In fact,
a lot of super glue and other
tail,
glue.
Okay, I don't count Milliput as part of the cost.
Right.
Because everybody should have Milliput.
Yeah,
even if you don't craft very much, you should still have it.
Yeah, because you can
do so much with the Milliput.
A lot of actual repair jobs. You know, you can fix aquariums from the inside to stop them from leaking.
Even though the white
tanks.
Milliput is better for that stuff.
Yeah.
While the regular Milliput, the better Milliput, is good for crafting.
Yeah.
But I don't count that because you should always have it.
Yeah.
But 2 of these and 1 of these is $1. The body, the main body, is another $1, and then to get the second set of legs is another $1.
Right.
Plus, you get to turn this guy, just the tail, into its own monster.
Yeah.
So $3 for 2 creatures.
Yep.
And because you're just stitching together parts, it doesn't look. It actually looks somewhat really good quality.
Yep.
It's not really good quality, but it looks good quality,
Yep.
like an actual miniature that was sculpted, because it was.
So on to
Just
the
quality.
next craft.
Poorly, you know what I mean.
This one, it was actually a 2-part episode because it took
Poorly
so.
quality. You know what I mean.
The next craft took us 2 separate episodes to really show it off and how it was created.
I'm still not sure how we're gonna balance this thing.
Here, we'll just try it, and if it doesn't work and it falls over.
This is the Kotska, and
It is not going to balance whatsoever, but we'll just take turns holding it and slowly turning it so you get a nice look at it. Now you take it and show off your handiwork. We both worked on
I
this
just
one.
realized you can still see the. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
That's fine.
But we're going to actually hang this from the ceiling along with all of our other flying models that we've made recently. Probably do that tomorrow, so you can get a, every once in a while you get a peek at our intergalactic fleet, if you will, or just all of the flyers that we've built over the past couple of years. And as we make more, we'll hang them as well. Just to get stuff off the shelves and just to have fun. Back in the old days, when we were kids, we would make model airplanes and spaceships, and we would hang them from the ceiling using fishing line. And so we're definitely gonna do that, just so the little guy gets that feel of what it was like, when we were kids. In our room, we could lay down on our beds and look up at the ceiling and see the Millennium Falcon flying alongside some MiGs or B-52 bombers or whatever model kits you had, hanging from your ceiling. I had. Literally at one time I had like 50 different model kits hanging from my ceiling, including of course the Millennium Falcon, some Cylon Raiders, X-Wings and TIE Fighters, and World War II airplanes, biplanes, the whole bit just all hanging from my ceiling. And it was just, it was such a cool thing we all did, as kids and model builders, and you probably just don't see that anymore. I wish I would have thought of it sooner, because I would have done it more in my son's room. I did hang a Blue Angels. Remember how we had that?
Yes, I do.
We had the Blue Angels airplane hanging from the ceiling, and that was, the start of it. Yeah. Now let's move on to the last craft.
If you see the flag that I did, I'm actually kind of proud of that. Not because I think it looks particularly good, but because I did that with a pilot pen, some toothpicks, and paint, which was not fun. I'll tell you that.
Well, it was fun.
It was fun. But it wasn't.
Because you were so worried about making a mistake.
Exactly.
Now let's go on to the last craft.
I really like how it turned out. Now, for this thing, it totally has a light in it.
Yeah, it does. We should have lit it up, man.
We should.
We
still can.
Except for there's just one part on the side where the paint was just, for some reason, just not thick enough, and you can see light coming through it. But
you can see light coming through all the windows, and even the door in the front, there's light coming through it. And if you look, yep. It's not even just because light. You can actually just.
Well, let's turn that off, just so.
No, keep it on. It makes everything better. Light makes everything better.
Yeah, it does. But this was a lot of fun. I really went.
I still think it looks like a tractor.
That's okay. I really went overboard with this, and I used some of Armstrong's techniques for really weathering the hell out of this. That being super glue and baking soda to muck up the wheels and make them look dirty and grungy, like it's just been traveling for years and years and years on some alien planet, or even a post-Holocaust Earth, which I definitely think it's going to get some use in the Gamma World game. Just you know, it's just been traveling and, you know, jury rigging every part of the interior just to keep it running to get from point A to point B, which is part of my Gamma World story that I'm working on. I hate to use the word story, you guys know. But for the game, that's going to be part of the campaign is from getting from point A to point B. So having some sort of ATV that they can use to get there and just, you know, avoid the radiation and the poison clouds and all that, you know, typical post-apocalyptic hazards, and you know, even you know, Shadows of Brimstone has given me some ideas, poison gas clouds and acid pools and all that, and this thing has seen it all, right, guys?
Yeah.
And there is a Reaper miniature that I got from Tenkar, and I chopped off her legs, and she's up there just taking a look around while someone else is driving. But this literally cost, the most expensive part of this whole model was the bubbles that actually cost me about $1.25 in the gumball machines just to get these domes. Everything else was scraps and bits and pieces.
What about these?
And
what about the
orange? Yeah, you're right. The orange juice lids are free, but I did have to pay
the orange
for
juice lids are free to buy the orange juice.
Yeah, but we would have bought it anyways.
That's true.
But the container actually cost me 50 cents at the dollar store because I got 2 of them, and I still have one of these containers, and I have just about all of the other ingredients except these 2 interiors I don't have. But I think we could rig something else up like that. But you know, for the most part, it was about $1.25, just under $2 to make this. You know, not including the super glue and paint and baking soda and all the things you should have as a, you know, as a regular crafter. But all in all, I'm really happy with this. This is actually up there in my top 10 favorite crafts of all time. I really like this. I really had a lot of fun with it. And one of the reasons I had so much fun with it is because there was a point that I absolutely thought it was going to turn out awful. You know, when we've talked about this before, when you're painting a miniature, there comes a point when you're like halfway through the painting process of a miniature where you go, this looks awful. I hate this. I don't want to do it anymore. It just, you know, it's like when you paint a car, when you're repainting a car, and it's at that primer stage, and you just go, God, it looks awful. It's never going to look good again. And then you get that shiny new coat on it, and it's a brand new looking car, and it looks beautiful. And that's how I feel about not just painting miniatures.
Well, this does not look like a brand new car.
No, it doesn't. It does not at all. It looks like it's literally been through hell, and maybe hell and back. But that's it for the crafts this month. Now on to the little guy's painting of the month. We didn't do a dragon this month. We did the
Warforged Titan
from WizKids Miniatures, and I think the little guy really knocked it out of the park.
Well, thank you.
It was a fun miniature to keep hidden from him until the last minute. I wanted to surprise him with it because I was going to give it to him for his birthday, but I couldn't find another dragon for the month, so I'm like, all right, early birthday present. But yeah, you know,
even though this month doesn't really have a time theme aside from being basic sci-fi.
Yeah, and this works for some. Yeah, it's a, you know, basically post-apocalyptic setting, and we're going to continue a little bit of that for the rest of the month because this month technically isn't over, but we just wanted to time things a certain way. So this week, you know, after the announcement show, I'll be doing a couple of videos that still tie into June, although we're really gearing toward the little guy's month of July, his birthday, and letting him pick the theme and all the things. Which? You said which?
What? No, you said which.
Yeah, because you just repeated what you said.
I did not say which. You said which.
And what's the month going to be, or do you want to?
We don't tell those things until.
We're going to save that for the Tuesday.
Also, because I haven't decided yet. That's not true.
Tuesday will be our announcement show.
I'm just not sure what I mean when I say.
And we'll let you know what we're going to be doing for the month of July, even though Thursday will be a craft, but it'll probably be tied in with his birthday month, and then Friday, it'll be another Arduin review or some other game review, and then we'll be in full swing of July by the weekend. But there you have it, folks. That's what we did this month. In addition to some of the other things you've seen us do on camera this month, the gun show, the hanging out with Connell and Max and Bruce and all the gang, and Baron and Jade and Kai and all of our other friends out there. We guys really, really couldn't do this without you guys, hanging in there with us for almost 2 years. August 6th will be our 2-year anniversary, and we're really hoping that you will, show some of these videos to your friends you think might get a kick out of it. Share, like, all that, crap we never talk about.
That we always talk about.
We don't always talk about it, but
half the time.
yeah, we really don't like, going on about that. But, hopefully if we get to 500 subs by our 2-year anniversary, we've got something special planned, but we'll talk more about that then. Until then, we hope you guys have a wonderful week, a wonderful summer.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add before we hit the high road?
Nope.
Nope. That's it, folks.
Yeah, good night.
All right, everybody. Thanks for sticking with us through all this craziness this month. And we will see you guys maybe tomorrow, probably Tuesday.
Maybe tomorrow, yeah, you're right. Good night.
Bye, everybody.
Next one.